I'm your ice cream man, baby. Stop me when I'm passing by. What?
Oh no, it is
not-
time for a Harleys and Hairspray Quickie.
Woo! No caramel here. This is a quickie.
Nothing lugubrious here to pull your favorite word. No, this is a quickie. This is a firecracker.
Okay, so my son was playing rugby. He was at a tournament elsewhere. We drove for 3 hours. Their coach taught them fire and ice. And
Fire and ice, they come on like a flame. Then that song, give a cold shoulder.
Not the Pat Benatar.
Oh,
Not the Pat Benatar. It was their
What?
defense strategy.
Oh.
No, I know my Pat Benatar. It was their defense. So ice is keep it cool, let them come to you. And when they come to you, hit them with the fire. Hit them with the fire. And so this is going to be our fire and ice defense quickie.
Oh, okay.
No long toffee and caramel here.
No.
In the last episode, you asked me about music that imprinted itself
yes.
on me via vignettes, pivotal, impactful vignettes in my life.
Yes.
Well, the fire and so for the ice, come to me. And now I'm going to hit you with the fire. I need you to tell me
Yeah.
what works of writing really made you go.
Oh, I thought you were going to say music.
No, I want to go to your world. Was it like Margaret Atwood or was it? Okay, we can go like writers that make music like Leonard Cohen or Dylan or Springsteen if
Okay.
you want to hit it musically, but it needs to be writing first.
Okay, writing first, Mark Halperin. I got to tell you this story. It's so good. Okay, Mark
not gonna be a
Halperin,
quickie.
soldier of the Great War. But it's such a great story. I was dating this guy. I fell madly in love with this guy. I met him at a bus stop. It was one of those like romances, those crazy awesome traveling dude. I was living in this mansion, this old beat up bohemian mansion. My room was the turret. It was that part of the mansion, and we were so like in love with each other. And I remember, and I'll never forget. He was standing by the big window that pushes outside, the big turret window, and he's carrying this big badass book, and he just throws it on the bed because what am I doing but hanging out on the bed?
Of course.
Throws the book on the bed and goes, I wonder if you can find it. And I'm like, find what? He's like, it. I'm like, okay. So I pick up this book. I read the book. I find it.
You find it.
It. I said, is it this? is it this piece here? I said, I think it's this, right? And he's like, yeah. And it was this phrase that says, as long as you have life, believe. Believe for the living, believe for the dead. As long as you have life and breath in your body, believe. Let no mystery confound you into the conclusion that mystery cannot be yours.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right?
Okay, but now, so you spent the whole evening reading. Were you too tired to make sweet love to this crazy
this was
pirate?
a 450 page book. It wasn't all night. This was like, I read this book for a long time, but let me tell you, when we found that phrase, we were celebrating.
When you found it.
When we found it. Like, come on.
No,
Isn't that unbelievable?
That's a needle in a
And
haystack.
we are still really, really, really good friends. He lives in Australia, doesn't even live here. We are super, super tight, loving friends.
All because of the it.
All because of the, And the writing was exquisite. Just like romantic and poetic, and the storytelling was epic. And it really, I think that I was 27, 28 in that time. And I think that writing woke up my own romance in life.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden I let myself flow a little bit more. As someone who grew up with 8 brothers, I've been a bit of a tomboy, right?
Yes.
And so all of a sudden, whatever that is entered into my life and my writing. And it changed my poetry. It woke up that intuitiveness that I have because I found it and I sensed my way there. And that is part of my writing.
Give me another. That was a great one.
Another writing one that comes to mind.
You know Fire and Ice? Holy cow.
Fire and Ice. Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's not even in her top 5, and you knew that. That's good.
No.
Pat Benatar, I still appreciate you. Came up as an opera singer.
Another good writing one that gets me. This is actually, That's another ex-boyfriend story. I can't believe I'm telling another
They
ex-boyfriend
all-
story. And
You're quite the woman of the seas. The woman of the seven
I will
seas.
name him because he likes to be named. His name is Rodney DeCrew, and he is a poet. And he wrote, he writes visceral, angry beauty. Like visceral, angry beauty. Like,
Is that who he was as a
yes.
human?
Oh yeah, totally.
Of course.
And he's
Of course, you're attracted to him.
I know. And he's done a shit ton of healing work. So just want to name, he is way along in his journey. But I had never read anything that could be that truthful and again visceral for sure. And beautiful. Like how do you take the dark things and make them beautiful? And you can almost feel love in them.
That's so beautiful.
It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. So that was that, and that was where I fell into poetry. I didn't know I was a poet until he read my stuff and went, "You're a poet." I'm like, "Really?"
You realize that's the real charm of Batman. How do you take the dark things and make them beautiful?
It's true, actually.
That's the Batman nugget.
Yeah, I can watch Batman.
It's not the Joker. It's not the...
No.
It's the darkness
Oh,
of your protagonist.
But it's beautiful.
So beautiful. Rodney DeCrew.
Rodney DeCrew. Yeah, that would be another big writing one. Anything else?
Are there some mainstream things that maybe our beautiful viewers would know?
Yeah, you know what? I think about all my high school reading. I was like so into V.C. Andrews, like, the witches, she did the witches one too, but like the Flowers in the Attic, like the Pulp Fiction thing. But again, I think it was speaking to the mythological woman that I am. Like all of those worlds. I even read all the vampire books and all of that too. It was like, let me into these mythical landscapes where beauty and darkness live together. I think that was a big one too.
My son introduced me to an animated series called Castlevania.
Oh.
Where just watch. It's
Just watch.
Yeah, you will like the language and the dark brooding beauty of misunderstood vampires who just want to be loved while they're destroying those that don't.
Okay.
It's quite magical.
Okay, here's the other writing one.
Oh, yes.
And it's screenplays. Like anything Aaron Sorkin touches.
Oh, one of the best writers.
Yeah.
And if you don't know Aaron Sorkin, you better look him up, like West Wing and a million other things.
The Newsroom.
So good.
Chicago 7. You got to watch Chicago 7. And now that I've like watched a zillion of them, when I first started watching The West Wing, it was this. It was like, what? I don't even, what? Where are we? What? I don't understand. What? And I love that feeling because I track everything. I can't help it. And his stuff in the beginning, I couldn't track the story because he had 5 layers of story going at the same time. Now I can. But that woke me up to we talked about before in one of the other episodes tonight, which was the vastness. I was like, here is a writer that can put words to the vastness that I live on the inside. And I love getting lost in writing when I can't track it. I'm like, yes. So Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, just become a kite in that hurricane for a while until you find home.
Yeah, take me there.
And also 5 layers from Aaron Sorkin will delay the onset of Alzheimer's. Because it's like a puzzle. You have to figure out. So hold on.
So there's our quickie for tonight. Art and
quickie.
Alzheimer's.
Guys, interact with us. Love your life. Dive into the arts. Peace.
Let me call you one time. You'll be my regular stop.